بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: إن مثلي ومثل الأنبياء من قبلي كمثل رجل ابتنى بيوتا. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, the example of me and the Anbiya before me, it's as if it's of a person who made a home. فَأَحْسَنَهَا وَأَجْمَلَهَا وَأَكْمَلَهَا. He made it good, he made it beautiful, he made it complete. إِلَّا مَوْضِعَ لَبِنَةٍ, except for a place of one brick. مِنْ زَاوِيَةٍ مِنْ زَوَايَاهَا, from one of the corners of the home, he left one brick out. فَجَعَلَ النَّاسِ يَطُوفُونَ وَيَعْجِبُهُمُ الْبُنْيَانِ. So people started going around and seeing this home, seeing this house, and they are amazed by the construction of it. فَيَقُولُونَ, and they would ask, أَلَا وَضَعْتَ هَا هُنَا لَبِنَةً فَيَتَمِّ بُنْيَانًا, that why don't you put this last brick so this structure becomes complete. فَقَالَ مُحَمَّدٌ صَلَى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ فَكُنْتُ أَنَا اللَّبِنَةُ. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, I am that last brick. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is giving an example from Anbiya alayhi salam, from Adam alayhi salam all the way till Isa alayhi salam. It's as if it's one complete structure, and the only thing missing from that structure is one brick. Out of that entire structure, only one brick is missing, and that was Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So the first thing to understand here is that whenever a person compares and he says, we are Christians and we don't do this, or we are some other religion and we don't do this, regardless of who is a follower of any Nabi prior to us, if you look at the core principles and the core values of all the Anbiya alayhi salam were the same. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the Sharia that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam been given, if you look at it, the traces of that, you'll find it in the deen and the adyan before us. If you look at fasting existed before, zakah existed before. If you look at even hijab existed, even to the extent that in the Bible it says that if a woman doesn't cover her head, you should shave it, right? And when it talks about eating what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, it explicitly says that they should not eat pork. When it comes to rulings about interest and usury, all these things existed before. But nowadays it almost seems like, this is limited to only Muslims and everyone is allowed. Everyone just started using it and started disobeying what is in their true religion. It does not mean that it did not exist in the previous scriptures and in the deen from the previous Anbiya alayhi salam. So this is the first thing Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is saying, that this entire structure of Anbiya alayhi salam, but all the teachings that they have, if you look at the core values of all of them, they were all the same. And then the second thing, that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam came to perfect the deen. So in Islam is the perfection. So one more other thing to understand here is that many times we have this concept that something is better than nothing. So once one of the scholars, he was asked this question that, I'm not able to grow a full beard. Can I just grow a little bit? At least it's something better than nothing. Or, from a sister that, I can't cover and do a hijab completely, but can I just do a portion of it? At least something better than nothing. But this hadith tells us that there is no such thing as something better than nothing. It has to be complete. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, "Udkhulu fi silmi kafa." Enter into the submission and into Islam completely. So there is only complete submission. It's no partial submission. And the reason, the scholar, he gave an example. He said, if you had a very nice, complete wedding suit, that normally you would wear for a wedding, but it's missing a sleeve. and you say, at least the rest of it is really good, so, something better than nothing. Nobody would do that. You would rather wear something that's not as fancy and is not as good looking, but at least it's complete. So this concept, so even like if you have like a sister, she has like a very pretty dress, but a portion of it is just burnt or stained. And you say, no, I would not wear this. I would rather wear something that is more simple and might not be as beautiful or attractive, but we would wear that in its completeness than to wear something else, regardless of what it is, in an incomplete fashion. And this is something that we have to understand from this hadith, that when we say something better than nothing, yes, in the meantime, to make our way up to it, yes, it could be something, but we always have to work towards getting better. And if we're using this phase of our life as a stepping stone to getting better, then yes. But if we're just settled with that at least I'm doing this much and I'm not going to do anything beyond this, and something is better than nothing, then obviously that is not a mindset to have, and that is not something that we should continue with, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us this opportunity in our life to get better and better and better, and that is the phase that we want to have, that whatever condition we're in, tomorrow we're going to be better, next month we're going to be better, next year we're going to be better, and we're going to continue working towards this. And so that way we can have a complete deen in our life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to understand the beautiful teachings of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to understand the completeness of our deen. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to practice and exercise and prepare for the akhirah. Subhanallah, bihamdi, subhanakallah, bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta.